Hi there, I'm Ian Goh. I'm a lecturer in classics at Swansea University. I've just come back from a shopping expedition to central Swansea. I've got a radish and a grey mullet. So it's time for a very special episode of The Food of Roman Verse. What follows may not be safe for work. In ancient Athens, if you were found in bed with another man's wife, you could be taken to court. And if you were found guilty and fined, but couldn't pay the fine, your arse would be shaved, and a radish like this one would be inserted by the husband you'd cuckolded in public. The comic playwright Aristophanes makes a reference to this in his play, Clouds, and he coined a word for it, raphanidoō, I radish you. Much later, the satirist Juvenal writes a poem about why one should not pray for nice things. In this satire 10, he claims that if you pray for your son to be beautiful, and he is, he will become a notorious womanizer, and irate husbands may take the law into their own hands with sword or whip. Or, some adulterers, even a mullet enters. Quosdam moekos et mugilis intrat. Both of these foodstuffs, then, are apparently punishments for adulterers, and the poet Catullus, between Aristophanes and Juvenal, labels them as such when warning Aurelius to stay away from his boyfriend Juventius. Obviously both are phallic, and the husband is reasserting his primacy through penetration. But the Athenian detail of hair removal suggests that the adulterer's arse is being treated as a vagina, and this is perhaps heightened through the use of fish at Rome, because the female genitalia supposedly had a fishy smell. Additionally, there's a compound in grey mullet flesh which could cause limb paralysis, a loss of coordination, and uncontrollable diarrhea if it enters the bloodstream as quickly as it would do by rectal insertion. Bottoms up then. Grey mullet is delicious though, and this one was locally caught. It cooks like sea bass, and I've made a Sichuanese classic, water-boiled fish. I marinated it in egg white, cornflour and sherry, stir-fried napa cabbage with spring onions, poached the fish in water with ginger, garlic and chili bean paste, and finally assembled it topped with fried Sichuanese peppers and dried chili with hot oil drizzled on top. Now I'm making a Cantonese specialty, often called turnip cake. Grated radish is mixed with water and simmered for 10 minutes. Then it's added to some rice flour, cornstarch, seasonings, and a lovely mix of fried Chinese sausage, shiitake mushrooms, dried prawns, and spring onions. It's then steamed for 50 minutes, left to cool and set for half an hour, and then it's fried for maximum delight. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.